Hey everybody, I'm Bryan Beck. This is for Aviation 360. Sorry this quality is terrible. I'm using a very old laptop and this is the best I could get on here, so at least the only thing I could find that would actually work. But creating business opportunities through aviation is what this is on, about good stewardship of resources. So I found an article on the NVAA website about a guy who runs Restaurant Equipment World. It was literally the first one on there, but it was interesting, so I read through it. This is about his journey, how he bought an SR-22 and he flies it for business. Okay, so about his company, Restaurant Equipment World. He's based out of Florida. He sells restaurant equipment around the country. He's got hundreds of different restaurants that he sells and operates with. And he travels around the country in his airplane to go visit different customers and make sure that their equipment that they purchase from him is installed correctly. So the aircraft he currently flies, he just bought last year. He bought it brand new. It's a Cirrus SR-22, a brand new turbo 6-gen. Which, for those who aren't familiar, it's an incredibly IFR capable piston single. Really, really nice for kind of rough weather flying. Provides a whole lot of situational awareness. It's got icing protection, and it makes it a good all-weather, all-year traveling kind of aircraft. What's interesting about this one is he actually purchased it last year, kind of during the height of the pandemic, which might sound like a terrible idea, but he did so when sales for his company were up, and he was actually able to hire more and more team members to try and keep his business afloat. So it was well timed. Okay, how is he using his aircraft? So he says he flies 115 days per year. So if you figure that's on average, he's flying to go see 2 or 3 different customers every single week. He says he goes out to visit customers so he can talk sales with people. He goes out and visits vendors to make sure supplies are in stock and he's not going to be running out of anything for his customers, which is another thing that's been incredibly difficult over the last year. So that's incredibly useful. In the article, he says that he loves his small airplane because he can fly to a small general aviation airport, whereas flying with the airlines might put him still a 2-hour drive from his customer where he needs to be. Good stewardship of resources. We talked about this a little bit already, but he purchased the airplane at a time when his company was doing very well. He was actually hiring more staff during the process of all this. And he says that him and his customers and all of his employees can really see the value in the airplane because he's able to go out and meet customers and vendors and create new sales opportunities for his group. Realistically, it's very financially beneficial to his group that he is able to do this. And that's all I got. Thanks, guys.